afternoon, and wherever you're watching from, welcome to Crafters TV. If you're joining us on Sky or Freesat, welcome, because we are now live on Sky and Freesat from 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock, which is super exciting. And for anybody that wants to watch us on Sky or Freesat, Sky it's 67674, and I'm never going to remember that, and Freesat is 807, so you can join us on there between the hours of 2 and 5. Welcome to Crafters TV. This is your Weekend Wonder. Now, you're probably thinking what the Weekend Wonder is all about, but don't worry, we're going to explain everything and get you started throughout, because we're going to have a fabulous next hour where we're going to be looking at things all card-shaped bases. Now, for anybody that's joining us new, we are Crafters Companion. My name is Debbie Fisher. You've probably been used to this week seeing me on the other side of the studio, because I am normally crafting away. Today, I am not crafting away, because I am actually on this side presenting to you and bringing you all that crafty goodness from the opposite side of our studios here at Crafters TV. So please stop and say hi, because we are fully interactive, and you're probably wondering, if you are new, where you can buy from as well. So we're going to give, without doing that first, till we introduce our person, my partner in crime, should I say, because we want to get started as soon as possible with our next hour, which is our Weekend Wonder. But we do have one of my best friends with us today, my crafting buddy, my partner in crime. She's absolutely unbelievable, and I can't wait to see what she's bringing us. But I was going to say Debbie Fisher then. Debbie Robinson is in. We've got the double D's in the studio today. Debbie, welcome.
And it is, you know, it's exciting. Yes, we're on Crafters TV, but to be on Sky and Freesat at the same time, this is my first for this one. I think this is really super cool. I'm loving it. Yes, so not only global, going to the US, we're going all over the country as well, which is lovely. So if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. And what we're all about, inspiration, education, and lots of crafty goodies, isn't it, Debs?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we love everything we do here. And the main thing is we want to bring you as much inspiration as possible. But you're probably wondering how to order. So this is how we're doing it. Now, we do a QR code, because when we look up here, or look down here, should I say, this is the most important thing. Debbie, did you know we do a QR code?
This is a bit new. This is a little bit exciting. Okay, I just, you know, I looked there and thinking, what's this?
I know.
QR code. So if you scan that, so it's just by taking your phone over it, Debs?
Yep.
Takes you to the website.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. I've been asking for this for years, because I love a QR code. I'm a little bit of a sucker for a QR code, because you get your phone out, you take your picture, or just hover your camera, should I say, and the website will come up underneath. You click on it, it will take you to the website. Now, the next thing you're going to see is this box that we've got here. Now, you'll see right at the very top, this will give you your product number, so you'll know how to order, what you're looking for, and to order that. Then it tells you your description, and then underneath we've got 3 prices there. So it will tell you your price, so that's $35.98. It will then tell you what today's price is, which is $24.99, and then it will tell you what you're saving as well, which is $10.99 on this instance. So that's how you know your boxes. Now, there's something very special in the purple box coming up, because the purple box is our platinum price. Now, I think you're thinking, what is platinum price? Now, a platinum price works by going onto our website. So click that QR code, that will take you to the website. If you've not been to our website before, you can sign up for our free club, and that is our Club Inspire. Now, Club Inspire is where you earn £1 for every point. When you spend, did I say that right? You earn 1 point for every £1 you spend or every $1 that you spend, and each one of those points will add up, so each one will get you to that next level. So we're starting on silver, then bronze, then silver, then gold, then platinum, then platinum plus, and platinum for life. And once you're platinum for life, that's amazing. But once you get to the platinum tier, you will get that purple basket where you get 20% off. So it's quite a really good club to be in, and it's free. And not only that, you'll get additional members days in the year, extra points, extra bonus points throughout the year. So it's a really good club to be a part of, and then it will give you access to lots of exclusive things, and you would also be able to join that club for absolutely free. So just hop on there and make sure you do that. Now, remember, we're fully active, so we're fully interactive, should I say, on YouTube and Facebook, or the website. So we're going to run that there and show you that if you're watching on Sky, we have this email. So literally down below there, just send an email. Send us your thoughts. If you've been watching on Sky or Freesat this week, we'd love to know what you're thinking of us being on there. So send us an email to that address below. And obviously, if you're Facebook or YouTube, you can just comment on the feed that you're watching, and that will be sent to us in the studio, and we can read that out and let you know who's there. Now let's get started and see who is there. So we've got our lovely Jan on socials, who's going to be sending all of your different comments over. We've got Jen Shanking with us already. Jen, it's so lovely to have you back with us. She is saying hi to Debbie and the CTTV team, crafty friends, and happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday. We've also got Terry in, is saying hello lovely friends from Iowa. We've then got Lynn Harvey who's in saying hello Miss Giggles, Debbie, delightful Debbie, the amazing CTV team, Johnny and Jamie, and the wonderful social superstar Jan. I love that you're actually including everybody. Karen is saying hello Debbie, Jan and all. Angelina is in saying hi to all of us and our crafty friends. I am going to be able to watch this hour before I head to bed, hopefully to sleep for my nurse night shift. Yes, hopefully you will be able to do that. You're on nights now. Yes, not good, is it? Good if you get some rest in the daytime. And Reed's Way Double Debs has said it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, absolutely. And Terry is saying your hair looks lovely. Debbie Robinson, yes, her hair does look absolutely lovely. And a lot of people were commenting earlier saying you look a little bit like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz.
I know. Do you know, when I looked at the screen, I'm thinking I actually do have got a little bit of Dorothy vibes going off there.
Absolutely. And if you were dressed in a blue dress with a blue red bow, you would definitely look like Dorothy.
All I need is my glass little red slippers.
Absolutely. It's made me start thinking, because on New Year's Eve, we've got a fancy dress party to go to, and I'm thinking I could dress as Dorothy and Al could be like the lion or someone.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, definitely.
Right, let's get going and show you exactly what we've got. Our Weekend Wonder has a 30% saving, which is a beautiful price that we all love. Now, let me show you the first part of the Weekend Wonder. This one is your cupcake. So the cupcake is stunning. You've got all the different components there, all the different dies that you're going to be layering up with. You can make this into shaker cards and easel cards and also toppers, and Debbie's going to be showing you lots of inspiration throughout the next hour on these, and I know she's got some gorgeous samples. You're also getting a set of sentiments on there as well. Then our next one is the jam jar. The jam jar is gorgeous. You're going to be able to use this as freestanding card bases, as well as using it as apertures and lots of different card shapes as well. This one is gorgeous. Now you're getting both of these today for your price of $24.99. That's a $10.99 saving, and your platinum price is $19.99. Now, one thing we haven't said as well is we do a US price, and that's for our US audience here at Crafters TV. Because we're global and go out to Facebook and YouTube, it means that our US audience can shop. So we have a US price, which is a saving of $13.91. So your platinum price is $25.59, which is incredible. So if you want these two dies, then shop for the today's Weekend Wonder. And we're going to head off to Debbie and see some of those samples and see the inspiration that she has in store for us.
And this is the thing, it's what you can do with them. There's such a lot you can do with them. They're really, really very versatile dies. So I'm going to start with just the basic shape. The whole idea, the whole concept was to create a base of either the cupcake or the jam jar, and to create your card base straight away, and then add all the decorations on top as well. So that one is your traditional way of opening a card, but of course you can then change that shape because you've got what I call the worker die, the main part of the die to create that base. So you could create your easel card with it. Then you've got your tent fold, so opens a slightly different way that you could use that. Then you can use it for your toppers. So pop that onto the front of a card, you're going to be able to use that in multiple ways. This one's a really gorgeous sample from the lovely Nicole. Now that's with the cupcake. With the jam jar, everything that you've just seen, you can do exactly the same. But then think outside the box a little bit and think about, like, if you're doing little gifts, this is a great little notebook using the jam jar to create maybe a shopping list or just a general little sketchbook, notepad, whatever it is. It's a great one to use just by adding your little ring binder rings there onto the top with a couple of little punches in there. And again, just decorate it to your heart's content because you've got everything you need in that die set. Now, of course, this is how it's been intended. You're intended to use it the way it was made in mind. But I've also, and I've said this many times, with Crafters Companion, think outside the box. Think of what these dies can do. And this one's a great example of being used to create a gorgeous gift box, but it's a gift box with a difference because inside you've got a little mini photo album where you can be popping pictures of your loved ones, of your grandkids, your kids, anybody, to be fair. That's an absolutely corker of a sample. Of course, just use it in its way. It's a beautiful gift box. That's exactly what you could use it for. And then think about like creating a little bit of an aperture with it as well. So that is to create a lovely little shaker card. And again, all the elements that you see in there, everything is in that kit. So you've got your jam jar and you've got your fabulous cupcake. I'm going to get ready to demo my first demo with mine because I'm going to make a little acetate card and show you what you can do with it and the cutting capability of it too.
Yeah, we can't wait to see that, can we? But in the meantime, I'm going to be showing you a little offer which you're going to absolutely love. Now, if you are new to crafting or you want to get into crafting, I've got a half-price deal for you that is absolutely incredible. This whole paint palette, now this is an artist quality paint palette which has little pans in there, 48 in total, which are just incredible, and that price does not reflect the quality. It is an unbelievable price. Straight away you can see that this is a really tough, beautiful looking case. It has a little ring on the back, which means I can hold it with one hand. So if I want to paint, open it up and paint, I can absolutely do so with holding that on the back. Did I just drop one out? Did one drop? Oh, a few of them. It's me like putting it all over the place there. Look, these little pans do come out, so they're supposed to come out, not fall out, but they will come out and tap back in. Now, the reason they come out, the great thing about these is you can maneuver them about. So if you want them in a different position, if you want to add more of your blues next to your white, you can absolutely do that. And then they're ready to use straight away. They're just the most thing. Just going to click all of them back in there. I must have like put it upside down. Got another one there. It's just pop that one back in, but you can see all of those go back in and you've got all your different color palettes there ready to use. All you do is spritz them with a little bit of water or use your paintbrush, and then you can just use both sides as a palette, which is really good, and then you can be painting. Now you're getting this today for an unbelievable price of $13.59, even better, which is absolutely incredible, platinum price. But look at your price for today's special. So even if you're new to us and you've only just joined Club Inspire, the one thing I didn't say, on your Club Inspire first order, you are saving 20%. So if you save up today, you would get that with your first order. You would get the $13.59, and then until you move up on bronze, you will get 5% on everything forever. And then if you move up those tiers, you'll start getting more percentages off each time. So that's absolutely incredible. So make sure that you do join that Club Inspire, and make sure you do put these into your shopping basket, because that's absolutely incredible. Right now, I think let's go back to the weekend wonder. You can see the price on your screens there. You are getting, well, you will in a second. There we go. So you're getting your two showstopper dies, which are your 27 element dies for $24.99, or your platinum price for $19.99. And here's your US price, which is $25.59 if you're platinum. So that's going to be a great price for you today. And we're going to take you across to Debbie and just see what inspiration she's got to show us.
Well, I was going to make a card base with it, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I've got a little bit of acetate here, and I'm going to create myself a little tag. So I'm going to use the, now you've seen all the gorgeous samples of how you can use it, but I'm going to use the jam jar for this one. And I'm just going to cut that out with the acetate. Now, our acetate has a film over the top of it, so you just need to remember to take that said film over. Actually, I could do a card base, then I could do a side opening one. I I'm going to do that.
Ooh.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I was thinking at the time, I'm thinking that won't be able to, but it will.
Oh, good.
Right, so I am going to take this. Now, it's just over 8 and a, I think it's about 8 and 2, I think it's about an 8 1/4. So I'm just going to put a score line down at 4 1/8 of an inch into the acetate. And then I'm just going to fold that. Now, this is quite a heavyweight acetate. Now, I probably can appreciate it on the camera. You can barely see it because that's the whole thing about acetate. It's fabulous, like a glass-like medium. It looks incredible. And it's also
is
super
acetate
tough.
a good card base, Debbie?
You what, sorry?
Is acetate a good card base?
Oh, absolutely. If you get the right, I mean, there's different types of acetate. A construction one, which I consider this one, which is the heavyweight. There are other acetates out there. You just need to be careful. So anything that is a lighter density, you'll know. We have one here called the heat. What's the proper title for it, Debs? The heat resistant.
Heat resistant, that's the one.
Really thin, and that wouldn't do for any card base. So it needs to be of a good weight, because that is stood up on its own. So I know that that's going to make a great card base because it's standing up because of the construction weight to it. Right, with that said, I am going to have to use my metal shim with this because I'm asking it to cut through 2 pieces of heavyweight acetate with a regular die, not a mixed media die, a multimedia die. So to do that, now there's 2 ways that you could do this, because you can have it over the top. All I'm wanting to make sure is that it doesn't cut out fully, but I'm going to go a slightly different way, and I'm going to take it over the edge. Now, I don't know if you can see, but the spine of the acetate is just, can you see the difference?
Yeah, just see that.
That's exactly how I want it to be, because if I put it there, Debs, it's going to cut it out solid. It'll be 2 separate pieces. I want it to stay connected. I want it to be a card base. I want it to be a shaped card base, because that's what these are meant for. So I'm just going to make sure it's just hanging over there. Now, you will need to hold this down with some low-tack tape, without a shadow of a doubt, because the power of the Gemini will move that acetate and can affect the cut. So with that said, I'm going to put 1 piece there, 1 piece there, but I'm also going to make sure it doesn't move this side. And so I'm just going to hold that down with a bit of acetate on this side as well. Now I know it's safe as houses, shouldn't move anywhere. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it on with the cutting plate metal shim, the acetate facing down with the die facing on top of it, the plastic shim, and then the other cutting plate on the top. Now, because it is an heavyweight acetate, I mean, you'll hear it in a second. That's cutting through. Now, sometimes it may need a second pass, but I'm going to have a look at it first to see if it's cut through. I wouldn't add extra shims. I would just try it first to see if it's cut through that cleanly. Now, because of the metal being on the metal, hopefully that will have done it. And as you can see, I think that's cut it perfectly. So I'm just going to lift that off. Put my little bits of acetate, low-tack tape just onto there.
Right, it's cut out lovely.
It has, beautifully. So if I just push that to one side, you'll be able to see that it's cut through that cleanly. Exception there is that I just need to take off, just there, that little bit of tape that's stuck down. But now I've got a lovely shaped card that's going to stand perfectly once I've decorated it. Look at that, it stood up. Oh, yeah. Lovely. I mean, it really is super. I mean, it's a heavyweight one. You can check when you're on that website or through the, is it the QR code? You can have a little look and see what we've got. You can have a peruse around that website and see if we've got some acetate in stock. I don't know off the top of my head if we have, but please do check that out. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add onto the top. Oh, look, the QR codes there, Debs. I'm loving this, you know. This is fabulous.
I know, it's
QR
good, isn't
code.
It? Have you ever shopped by a QR code?
I have. I usually do it when I do my photos. Do you know when you go into your photo booths?
Yes.
That's when I usually use a QR code.
So QVC, I'm a bit of a QVC shopper.
Ah, right.
So, and they always do it on QVC, yeah. And it's not good, because it means you literally can just go on and then buy what you need.
The next thing thing I'm going to do, Debs, is I'm going to use a little bit of, this is just a bit of random paper that I've got underneath the desk. And I thought, oh, that'll make a nice little jam jar top, little cloth covering. You can get them in all sorts of different covers, can't you? Your traditional jam jar covers.
Absolutely. I think that's the vintage carnival sheet, that is. We had that on offer the other day. There's a deal on the website. Check that. Vintage Carnival had an amazing deal. I think, Debbie, I can't remember the exact price, but we were doing like the big paper pad, the small paper pad, and a die set and an embossing folder for about £11.
Pardon?
I mean, have a check. You never know. Type in Vintage Carnival at the website and scan that QR code. Go in the website, type in Vintage Carnival and see if there's still a deal on.
How amazing
it was ridiculous.
Is that? That's a fantastic deal,
I
shall not lie.
The 12 by 12 paper pad is £16.99 on its own.
That is absolutely crazy, isn't it? Now, I have used the bow die and also, let me see if I can get this off here. There we go. And this one. I've already pre-done these, so I'm just going to show you how they work. So you've got two different dies that you can then just put together. And I've just added a little bit of a white gel pen just to stick over the top to finish that off. So that's from that die there and this one here, and just join them. And like I said, I've just added a little white gel pen over the top just to give it a little bit of a little highlight as such. And I'm just going to stick that down onto the top of my acetate. So remember, it's that side. Let's just grab a tape pen. And line that up. Now, I'm going to try and lift that up to see if you can see it a little bit better, because it is a slightly, with it being see-through, it's slightly difficult to see it, but you get the gist. Now, I am going to do that again and cut it onto the other side as well, because I want the other side. Actually, to be fair, though, it's double-sided. I think I can get away with that, Deb.
Yeah, you can't even
get away with that.
I can't see the tape either.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think I'm going to leave that because it's double-sided. If that had been in white, I probably would have done it again and just put another one on the back, just to match that up.
Yeah.
But because it's double-sided, that looks really super cool. And then I'm just going to pop down a little bit of tape just over the top of, I think the tape pen might be running out. I need to pop a little bit more tape into there. And then just wrap that around the top of the jar.
I love that bow.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
I think it's really usable. You could use that on so many things.
Absolutely. Absolutely, you could do. Now we need to fill it. So what we're going to fill it with. So I'm going to use my orange or lemon.
Or lime.
Or lime. Yep. My strawberry. Let's put the strawberry one on.
I love strawberries.
Raspberry. A little raspberry on
raspberries.
There. Love raspberries. Got blueberries on there. I've cut some blueberries. Let me just get my little strawberry top though, and we'll run a few pieces through there as well. So let me just bring in some, I've got lots of little scraps of card underneath here. So we need, for the strawberry, and that one, I will have an orange, but I think I might also double that up and have it as a slice of lemon as well. So I'm just going to do that twice, that one. That on, and I'm just going to hold that down so it doesn't move.
Are you a fruit person, Debbie?
Love me fruit, Deb. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, bananas, apples, oranges, satsumas, cherries, any fruit. I just love fruit. And I don't know about you, Des, and I don't know if anybody else is the same, but it doesn't have to be just summer. It's the same with me salads. I will eat salad in the middle of the winter.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I love salad, I love my fruits, and yeah, it doesn't matter what time of year it is. Like, you know, some people like seasonal fruits, and don't get me wrong, I love my seasonal fruits, but I will eat fruit all year round, and I'll eat salad all year round.
Yeah.
And that I just love.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. It's funny, isn't it? Let us know if you do that, because I always love a roast dinner, and people say, oh, you can't have a roast dinner in the summer. Of
course you
and I'm
can.
like, why can't you have a roast dinner in the summer? Like, I suppose cooking it may be a little bit
Cooking's a different matter.
but...
Get to carvery, Debs. Get to carvery.
Yeah,
is all I'm
exactly.
gonna say. Get to that carvery, girl. We don't want to be doing that, do we? Right, let me just grab a piece of scrap white cardstock. That will do. I'll just pop that onto there because I'm going to have a little sentiment in the centre as well. Little tack tape for that one. And I think I'm all right for that for now. So I'm just going to move all these bits out of the way and let's just run that through the machine. Now all of these dies, apart from the main worker die, but most of those dies on there will go through your smaller machines as well. So if you've got like a handheld machine like our Mini or Midi, they will go through there. But it's just the big worker die that wouldn't. You'd need a Midi-sized machine upwards for that.
Nice.
Right, let's take all those off and put those onto there. It looks good enough to eat, Debs. Good enough to eat.
Absolutely.
Right, put them to one side because I've got loads to the other side of me. Now, these are all your fruit pieces. Like you said, I keep forgetting about limes, Debs. Always forget me limes. Isn't it daft? I remember oranges and lemons. The lime. Do you have lime in any of your drinks?
I do like a squeeze of lime in things. Yeah, I have some lime drink. So I'm a bit addicted to slushies at the moment because I've got a slushie maker.
I was going to say, have you got a slushie maker?
Yeah, and and it's hard to freeze if you haven't got enough sugar content. And lots of things now don't have additional sugars in them.
That's true.
So you have to put this certain sugar in it, and it doesn't. It's like no calories. But it just sweetens it. But it also tells you to put lime or lemon juice in, which is a natural sweetener. So I've been using a lot of limes in there as well.
Did you treat yourself to that just recently?
I was very lucky, Debbie. My 3 children clubbed together and bought it for me for my birthday.
Whoa!
It was the biggest surprise ever because they all know that I love a slushie. That is one of my favourite things, and they actually bought it for me.
That is so lovely, Deb.
And honestly, my birthday was on June the 21st, and apart from when I'm not at home, I've used it every single day.
Have you?
Every single day.
Oh, I love that.
And it makes milkshakes, it makes frappes, it makes iced drinks, it makes frozen cocktails.
You'll have to show me because I think that's the one I'm after.
Yes, the ninja one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yes.
There are other. I'm sure there are other. I'm not sure there is actually. Yes. There might not be, but there probably is other makers, other brands out there. But yes, I love it so much.
So I'm just using one of our alcohol pens just to highlight that a little bit onto there, and I'm going to do exactly the same with the lemon. Now you could keep the dye in situ at the same time, and you could use inks to do that if you wanted to highlight that. But I'm just going to go in and just give it a little, I think the mid one will just give that little bit of a lift. Like so. There we go. And I'm just going to continue to do that.
It makes such a difference, doesn't it? Just adding a highlighting colour.
Just a highlight, yeah. Just a little bit of a contrast to give it that little lift. All right, so that's that one. Now, with the strawberry, I'm going to use the gel pen. So I'm going to put a little bit of over the raised embossed detail. I'm just going to take a little white gel pen and pick up all those pieces.
I do love a white gel pen.
I can't live without one. Debs, I absolutely love mine. I've got a fair few in my bag, loads in the craft room, and they're worth having. I know that you can preserve highlights and things like that, but for things like this, you can't because we use a coloured cardstock. If you were colouring it yourself, you can, but it's just that tad difficult with a coloured cardstock. So this just gives it that little highlight. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just onto the back of my, do they call it, what do they call the little bit on the top of the strawberry?
I just think it's a stalk.
Is it a stalk? It's got a proper name though, hasn't it, Debs?
I've got a really, have you ever took them out with a straw?
Took them what?
The calyx.
Took it out with a straw?
Took it out with a straw.
No,
so
what's that?
My mum taught me this years ago, and Al thought I was having him on, but I literally did it for him the other day, was making strawberry jam, because we've got a soup maker as well that can make jam.
I love my soup maker.
So he was making strawberry, we've got all the gadgets, and he was making strawberry jam, and he said, oh, I need all the stems out, and I don't want the white bit in the middle. I said, oh, you could just do that with a straw. He was like, no, you can't. I said, yeah, my mum used to do it all the time. So you don't go in at the green end, you go in at the top, and you have just a plastic straw, Debbie, and literally push it through. And it takes the whole centre out and the calyx at the top.
Well, I never knew that.
And literally, if it gets stuck in there, you just keep going. Eventually, they just drop out the bottom, and then all you do is blow it at the end, and all the bits come out.
What?
It's so clever.
How at 57 am I just finding this out?
It's really clever, and it works so well. Let me know if you've ever took your calyxes out with a straw.
That's the first time I've ever heard that, Deb.
Yeah, it really works. I'll do a video on it.
Yeah, definitely. Now,
I'll do one of my TikTok videos.
With the raspberries, I'm just going to highlight just with the little white gel pen. I've taken the red, deep red, and gone round all the little embossed details again. But it just gives it a realistic feel to the fruit. And for me, I think it's just worth persevering with those little tiny details.
Absolutely. It really lifts it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's very therapeutic as well. Do you know, doing something, those little finishing details are really therapeutic. So I'm just going to push those to one side because I do have, when I say a fair few, this is my problem. Never know when to stop. So I've got a fair few just going off, just over there. Right, so we are just going to stamp out a sentiment, and in there we've got jam-packed with love and for a dear friend. I quite like the jam-packed with love, so I'm going to use that one. Just pick that up. Let me grab my, where's my ink pad gone? There it is. Just ink up my sentiment. And then just into the middle of that, which I just think looks really, they're just so lovely, these dies and stamp sets. I love the fact that we've put in a stamp set. We could have just left it with the jam jar and the cupcake, but I like the idea of having a little play with words as well, which is what this set does so perfectly, jam-packed with love.
Yes.
Right, so I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to think about, I think I'm going to put them on the inside, which sounds a bit weird, but I'm going to put them on the inside. I'll put that on the front. And I'm just going to take my tape pen and just scatter them around the inside of the card. Let's pop there. So I've got a few on here. Strawberries. I'll have some. Oh, I forgot to put my little highlights on my fruit.
Is that the rain gashing down there?
Oh, Debs.
I think there's storms all over.
I think though we've been overdue some rain.
That's very true.
That's the problem there, isn't it, Debs? We'll probably.
Yeah, we've got to go home today. Got to travel home in it.
It's not nice, Debs. It is not nice. I can tell you that much. It isn't nice. I'm going to go into this side.
They look amazing.
Just get my little raspberry as well, because I do love a raspberry.
I never used to like raspberries until a couple of years ago.
Really?
I just didn't like the texture because they felt a bit furry.
Because they are furry, yeah. I think that's what I like.
Yeah, but now I have raspberries every morning on my cereal.
Really?
Yeah. I have granola with raspberries.
Oh, I love granola,
yeah, no, I can't eat a
Deb.
peach. I have to take the skin off the peach. So you need to get a nectarine, Jamie, because a nectarine is the same as a peach pretty much, but it doesn't have the furry skin. Nectarines are nice.
I love a nectarine. I haven't had a nectarine for ages.
Oh, I love a nectarine.
You're going to set me off now, Debs, because I'm thinking I feel like I need a nectarine. Oh.
Oh, I love this. This looks amazing.
It's just putting all my fruit around, and I'm just going to keep it to... Oh, look how... Look. I think I might just have that just on the inside, though, so it all fits in. Let me just put that to one side there. And then that one over the top. I mean, I could fill that jam pack, because I've still got loads here. I could actually just continue just filling that up. Have you made your own made jam, Debs?
Oh, well, I don't cook, but Al did.
You're like me. Does Al make his own made jam?
Only because I bought him a soup maker for his birthday, because he loves soups. And the soup maker is amazing. You literally just, you don't even have to peel any of your veg, not even potatoes. Literally just stick your potatoes in, all your veg.
Oh, you just
put
slap it in.
cubed. You literally put some boiling water. You put it on for 30 minutes. You can either have smooth soup or chunky soup.
My kind is, honestly, my soup maker, I bought it a few years ago. Best thing I've ever bought.
But you can make sauces in this one, jams in it.
Yeah, you can
loads.
do, oh, there's also, I mean, I just personally use it for that. literally to make me say, I think I'm going to stop there, Debs, because I'm getting carried away. I always do. That's my problem.
Yeah, that is
and
so
then
good.
I'm just going to stick that onto the front. Let me just use that again. Just onto the front.
Oh, what a fabulous card.
And then I'm just going to pop on a couple of little pieces and then just put my little added highlighter just on there. And that is how it is. I mean, I know I had a few bits already made, but look how cool that looks on acetate. And it just looks fabulous. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, how would I write on that to give to someone? Well, I would personally pop a little bit of a white patch, like a little white piece there, and then you've got somewhere space to write on if you need to. But I love acetate cards. I just don't think I do enough of them. Yeah. And they look so effective, really effective. You could actually, instead of doing a card, you could, which is where we're going to use one full piece of acetate and then pop a little hole punch at the top, and it could be a little tag for your jam jars, you know, with your homemade jams.
Love that.
And you could put that onto there as a gift for someone.
Yes.
So just thinking about all the different ways that you can use them.
Absolutely, and I'm also thinking you could use it as a tag to put on a homemade jam. Maybe even the recipe, you could write the recipe down, couldn't you, for your homemade jam, which is amazing. Carolyn's saying, Carol Byrne is saying, Debbie, I just made a banana and strawberry smoothie. Sounds very nice, Carol. And Jean Marie is saying, Debbie, great tip for hulling the strawberries. I'm going to give it a try. It really works, honestly, it's absolutely brilliant. And Janelle is saying, or Jonah is saying, I won't be on much today as it's hubby's and mine anniversary today. We'll be going out for breakfast once he wakes up. How lovely, going out for breakfast. Jean Marie is saying good morning from a rainy New York. Happy to see both Debbies on the screen in the same show. And our poor Christine Mahoney nearly got caught, she's saying, but she stopped at her sister's on the way when she was travelling, but she's had a tornado that was 15 minutes from her house, and she would have definitely been caught right in the middle of it. So I'm pleased that you're keeping safe. Carol's also saying, hello, Debbie, looking lovely. And Debbie Robinson looking, loving the new look. Mary Shaw is also saying, hello, Debbie and crew from Florida. And Mary Beth is saying, good morning from Minnesota. So happy to have so many of you in with us. If you are watching on Sky or FreeSat, remember to send your comments in on an email and we can read them out in the studio as well. We're actually doing at the moment the shape card bases, which are our Weekend Wonder. Now, the Weekend Wonder is consisting of 2 different die sets. The first die set is the jam jar, so absolutely gorgeous one, and you're getting this for your platinum price of $19.99 today with a saving of $10.99. And then we also have the beautiful cupcake here as well. Oh, sorry, the US price for that one is $25.59. Well, it's for both of them. And then we've got the cupcake, so you can see your US price, you're saving $13.91 on there. Love the cupcake. So many different designs that you could be making with them, and so many ways to use them as well. Right, what are we doing next? So we're going to have a look at the little, we're doing the weekly deal, so let's have a look at this.
This week's weekly deal is the Flower Press Showstopper Bundle. Transform fresh blooms into gorgeous art in minutes. Get the microwavable press, handmade papers, vintage jar stickers, matching stamps and rustic washi tape, everything you need to create stunning botanicals, and, for this week only, get a 20% saving. The weekly deal on Crafters TV.
Hello and welcome back. So that was our weekly deal, but I just want to bring to your attention something we're doing next year, which is something called Crafterganza. So we might have some new viewers on Sky and FreeSat, and if we do, you won't know probably that we do something called Crafterganza. Now, Crafterganza, now I'm saying to our FreeSat customers and Sky, but you could be in the UK, so don't worry, because these are for our US viewers. Now, that doesn't mean that that the UK can't buy a ticket and travel to Dallas to be amongst our US, because we do know that there are some people that have bought tickets in the UK that are flying out to join us and have that whole experience at Texas. So if you did want to do that, you can. And the price of our ticket there is $749. Now, Crafterganza is all about having a community, our crafting community, get together, and we have classes with every one of us. So there'll be Ben, there'll be myself and Debbie, we'll have Sheila, we'll have Leanne, our Sarah will be there, Sarah Davis will be out there, and we all take a class. And you have 5 classes each day, and they rotate as the day goes around. You'll have lunch, you'll have dinner, you'll have dinner, you'll arrange your dinner, but we'll have lunch on us, and they will be in the hotel, and the hotel is absolutely amazing. But the best thing about Crafterganza is you get to be with everybody. You get to be with your crafty friends, you get to bring your family along if you want to, you get to meet all of us, and we get to spend quality time with you, which is really good. And then we have kit forms which you put together in your class, and our Leanne and the team have been working really hard on what to bring us next year. Now, the first one we got there is for the Tuesday and Wednesday, which is the 4th and the 5th of May, so that's in 2027. And we've also got another one which is for the 1st and the 2nd, which is a weekend one. So that one's for the Saturday and Sunday. So the choice is yours. So pick whether you want to do a weekend, pick whether you want to do a weekday. Just remember, if anyone is wanting to go for both tickets, you will be repeating those same classes. I know there were some people that stayed to do the next ones, or they bought both because they wanted to just have that experience and to meet a new lot of crafty, like-minded friends. So the choice is yours. If you want to just do the 2 days at the weekend or 2 days in the week, or you want to do both, that choice is yours. Right, we're going to head back over to Debbie and try to get in one very quick demo before the end of the hour.
Well, I thought I'll speed it up a little bit, because you don't need to see me running the dies through the machine again. You've seen us do that many times. So I'm just going to show you how you can create with your worker card die again. A little bit of an easel card will go with. Now, I love this die set. The cupcake, I'm not going to lie, is one of my favourites. I don't know why, but I just love a good cupcake, Debs. I don't know about you. Are you the same?
Oh, absolutely.
Love a good cupcake. And you have all the elements, all the dies that you're getting on there, are everything you need to create, from your little sprinkles on the top to a birthday candle, maybe a little cone that you want to pop in there. You know those lovely little straws that you can put in. You've got your cherry, your strawberry as well, because I don't know about you, but I do love real fruit on a cupcake. Yes. I love real strawberries and sponge together. It's strawberry just absolutely beautiful. Now, I've cut myself a few of these. Now, you could do exactly the same way where you hang it over the top, but you would have to like cut another one out to stick on there. So the easiest way to make your easel card is to create yourself 3 of those to start with. And what we'll do is we'll attach it so that it literally folds up. So I'm going to put a score line into the centre. So I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. But I also need it to connect to that base. So I'm going to put one just at the top here as well. So with my scoring tool, now this is roughly around, I would say about 3 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to come in with enough space to put some glue on. So I'm going to come in just there at the top. It's about a couple of notches away from the actual size. I need enough for glue to be on there, but the halfway mark, I would probably say, is roughly around there. And that's 1 3/4. That can vary. You don't have to, do that to the exact. I think you've got a good gauge of how you can score it in half, but also make sure that you've got that little lever so that it lifts that up. So I'm going to put my glue. Now, I was saying glue. Oh, Debbie, I've got black on back of my fingers. I'm just thinking then, where's that black come from? Oh, now I'm going to put a little bit of red liner tape onto there. Could do with a thinner one, but I'll make do. It's all right. I can make do with a thicker one. And just pop that onto the back. You, of course, will not have dirty, inky fingers, and you won't be spoiling yours, like I've just done with mine.
It's on the back, it's fine.
It is, no one's going to see it. And I'm just going to shove that in. So that's the way around that I could get away with that. and then just attach it by matching that up. And then on the bottom part of this, I'll do it same again. I'll pop a couple of pieces of red liner tape just onto the bottom. There we go. Oh, my scissors, I think they've got a little bit of gum on them. They need getting a bit of a clean then. Right, so
we're lucky we've got them, Debbie. We've got a scissor pincher. They just
we
keep
haven't, have we?
disappearing. We literally have no big scissors left at all.
What?
Yep, all gone.
I mean, I've got a pair in my bag, Debs, but I don't want to give you a lot of it. Mind you, I'm saying that. I have got a lot of scissors at home. I do like a scissor or two. I don't know about you, Debs, but our scissors are fabulous.
Yeah, they are. No, I've actually bought myself. I think I've got about 3 pairs at home.
Listen, I've got a spare set in the car, so I'll fetch one in for us.
No,
so
don't, because they'll just disappear.
I put it in our secret box, Debs. I put it in our secret box. Can't be having that. No scissors.
I know.
Do you know, I'm going to clean my hands. I do apologise, but I've got black ink absolutely everywhere. And it's starting to spoil me makes, Debs. Not having that.
Where have you got black from? Is it from the ink pad?
It's from the ink pad, yeah. I'm very messy when I stamp. I don't know about you, but I'm very, very messy. So I just need to give my hands a little bit of a clean and wipe. There we go, that's better. But don't worry, because on there, we've also got our cupcake. Think of the word, Debbie.
Case. Cupcake case.
For love of money, I can't think of the word then. Sometimes the old grey matter it just can't. But we've also got on there, we've got like your, we called this earlier, I called it the runny icing. And then you've also got your whipped icing on the top. Now, I can have a bit of both on this one. So I've already pre-cut, so you don't need to see me cutting that again, but pre-cut that onto the base. How gorgeous is that cardstock? That's our ombre glitter cardstock.
Glitter.
Beautiful. Just pop that all over there. Is that rain I can hear, Debs?
Yeah, that's the rain coming down.
Oh, we
I mean,
need
if
that
nothing
to go.
else, it will clean my car and water
That's
the fields. And water all the grass.
Water the grass, definitely. I did notice a bit of a difference yesterday with it. Now, I've also cut out into some cardstock a little bit of the runny icing, but I've also cut out one of the... So we have a bit of both.
Love that.
Got me a little bit of purple, Debs. Got a bit on trend for the colour.
Absolutely.
Bit of purple.
Yes, corporate colours.
So let's put some runny glue on. Call it runny glue all the time, I'm sorry, Jamie. It is our all-purpose Kalal glue, the best glue in the world, according to our lovely Leanne. Gives you a little bit of wiggle time, just so you can get that into place. It's how I differentiate between glues. Do you have nicknames for the glues, Debs?
No.
I do. Runny glue.
I always call the pick it up, poke it downy tool that.
I call it that one as well. That must be from you. Yeah.
But no glues, because I only ever use the tacky glue. So, yeah, I'm a tacky glue or tape pens.
Chunky glue.
Yeah,
runny glue.
Use that.
And sticky glue, that's my tacky glue.
Sticky glue.
You ought to have little nicknames for them, ain't you?
Of course, why not?
Look how lovely that cupcake is looking.
It's really good.
Now, also, because obviously, like, I need somewhere to put the base, so I've got, how many minutes? Did
9.
Jamie just say 5?
9.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, Deb's my little heart. I'm thinking
Another
I'm never going to
nickname,
get
your
this finished.
flopper stopper.
My little flopper stopper, yeah. Oh, you've caught on to me nicknames, Debs. You've caught on to me nicknames. No, do you know what it were? I was once down at another craft channel, and I couldn't think of the word. I couldn't think of a word, do you need to stop it? So I went, oh, you know, it's one of them things to stop it from flopping over.
Yeah.
And so I went, oh, it's like a stopper flopper or a flopper stopper. And it's stuck. Ever since then, it's stuck. And so I call it that all the time now. But yeah, that's the story behind that one. because I just could not. It was one of those, we all have those moments, don't we, Debs?
Absolutely.
Where you just can't remember. You cannot remember the word that you're looking for. It's there in your head. It's the tip of your tongue.
Yeah.
But for love nor money, can you remember it? No.
And then words just stick. So once you name them yourself, you can't never not use that word.
Exactly. Jamie, poor Jamie, he's always thought it was called a flopper stopper. No, Jamie, no, I just can't think of the right name
It's
for
just an
it.
easel stopper, isn't it?
Is it an easel stopper? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Nah, flopper stopper sounds much better. I'm not going to lie.
Stop it from flopping.
Stop it from flopping, yeah, exactly. Oh dear. Do you know what? Apart from, I've got this. I'm just going to add a little bit of a wafer straw in there. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of, have we got any craft card? Oh, I have. I've got a little bit of craft card. Fabulous. Because I'm going to have a little bit of a, oh no, that's a card base. I'm not ruining that one. Let me, I'll have that. That'll do. That looks like a straw. Do you know, whenever I go for my favourite coffee at my favourite place, I always like a little straw. Do you know the wafer straws, I call them? Oh, they are delicious, they are.
Really a wafer straw person.
They are lovely. I don't put it into the drink. So Jamie's just asking, does it go soggy? No, it's just like a little...
Like an ice cream one.
Yeah, so you can buy... I mean, I've got loads in the house, but I get for kids when they have a hot chocolate and I give them one at the side, bless them, because they love a little wafer. It's like got a little chocolate inside it, wrapped inside. It's really nice.
Yeah, no, I don't really like them.
It's just nice and light.
Yes.
It's just the right consistency. Now, I'm just going to grab an ink pad. Now, I'm not going to, because I know I've got enough on here, because I've got a bit of a brown. Thank you very much, Jamie. Keeping me in check, he is. He knows what I'm like. I know, Jamie, I didn't panic at all. But I know I've got quite a bit of ink still left on these daubers, so I don't need to go and get another ink pad. But I'm just adding whilst it's in situ, and it just creates that little straw-like wafer effect. Super easy, super quick, and then of course into my little easel card I can just, now I'm going to pop a little bit of glue just onto that end to stop that from moving when it's in there. And there you go, you've got your lovely little easel card. Very quick, very easy to make with 3 pieces. And you know, you could do, Debbie, we could cut 2 more on there. We could make a triple easel or a double easel by just sticking those bases on. So making that 3 times and then just attaching them just down here, you've got yourself like a triple easel.
Yeah, love
so
that.
yeah, so lots of lovely ways you can use them. Card bases, they're an absolute corker, these dies and die sets. My next make, I promised her, I've been telling her for ages, Casey, if you're watching, Casey's Cakes is coming. So that's her little business that she's got, and she wanted something to do with cupcakes, and I went, I've got the die. So I'm going to make her some bunting with our alphabet dies and put Casey's Cakes, so that when she's next at her next like sale thing that she's doing, she's got another one planned. And I said to her, I'm going to make it, but she did ask for it in these colours, so I have got quite a few ready. So if you're watching, Casey, look, they're nearly ready. They're nearly ready. I will get it done. Just need to find my alphabet set.
Oh, I love that.
But that's the kind of thing you can do with them, Debs. It's not just the card base. It's thinking outside the box as well of all the versatility.
Oh, how nice is that? So if you want to be making the makes that Debbie's made in the last hour, these are dies for you. So this one is that cupcake one, which is just beautiful. You can grab these today in the UK for £19.99, £19.99. And if you're in the US, you can grab these for £25.59, and they are the 2 that you're getting. Now, just before we go, we do have the best of 2025. This best of, we call it a pad, but it's not. It's a box of speciality papers. So not only do you get some normal papers, which we class as everyday papers, you also get speciality ones, and you're getting 144 single-sided cardstock and papers, which is quite incredible. Not only do you get some of, well, all of our bestsellers that we've had had in 2025. You're also getting those speciality ones, but you're getting some amazing prints in here. So I'm just going to give a quick flick through here. So where you've got these beautiful designs, now yours are single-sided. These we took out some of our pads before we launched this, but they are what you are getting. You're getting your Stardust ones, which is 24 sheets of those. You're then getting something that came out of our envelope templates, and you could only get it in our envelope templates. So now you can get, well, 12 different sheets of these beautiful designs, which are absolutely amazing. And then we've got these. Well, these are absolutely gorgeous. You're getting 12 sheets of these. These are our marble papers, which have foiling in them in all these beautiful colours. These are absolutely incredible. So you will absolutely love those. 12 sheets of those. Then you are getting your personalised single-sided beautiful ombres, which are amazing. You're getting 12 of those. And then we're going into our Sarah's collections. Now this one was a hugely popular pad, and I'm not surprised. It's very regal, it's very beautiful, it's pearlised cardstock, it's of our Gilded Age. Look at what you are getting here. I mean, you can see the shimmer on there. They're just beautiful pearlised papers that really do reflect that beautiful Gilded Age, which is amazing. So you will get 12 sheets of those ones. We've then got our Coastal collection, another beautiful one. So you'll get 24 sheets of your Coastal collection, single-sided yours will be, of all beautiful seasides there, which are amazing. So 24 sheets. And then you are going to get the most beautiful 24 sheets of our Western collection. So let me just bring those out for you, which are gorgeous. I love the Western collection because it really does represent the West. It's beautiful. You've got your polka dots, you've got your different florals, you've got also your ginghams, you've got your shirt patterns, your paisleys, your patchwork, lots of different ones in there, which you're going to absolutely love. And then two more that I'm going to show you. This one is your distressed damask with spot foiling, which is incredible. You will get 12 sheets of those, single-sided, and then you will get your glitter ombre, which is incredible. So 12 sheets of those as well. And you're getting them all today for $59.99, which is your usual price, but you will get them for $47.99, which is amazing. And your US price is $63.96. So make sure you grab your papers if you want them today. We will be back live for in an hour's time, but Debbie is heading off to TikTok, so she will be there in 10 seconds. So Debbie, thank you so much. Inspirational as always.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And if you want to see some more, head over to TikTok, Crafters Companion. You can find us there. We are on TikTok for 30 minutes every weekday.
Amazing. And Debbie will be continuing that Halloween theme as well, so you'll want to watch her in 10 minutes. But do join us back here live on Sky and Freesat, YouTube and Facebook, and we can't wait to see you. And we have a masterclass with all things embossing. So if you love embossing folders, if you love to see what you can do with them, you're going to absolutely want to join us back for that because it's going to be a good one. See you then. Bye-bye.